This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
So we're all recording and everything is good. The minutes for 3/23 are not done yet. Jamie promises next meeting.
Yes.
There's no one here for public speak. Anything from you, Jamie, on city official?
Just that the state approved $30 million from the budget, the FY23 budget.
So we should,
If there's a surplus, up to 30 million of it would be set aside for the state match for the 2023 fiscal year. So, which is good because collections are down at the registry and we're looking at lower than expected match without that fund. So
I wonder if it's because the interest rates are so high that less people are buying houses and.
yeah, I think what I heard is just overall, the total number of sales is way down.
Yeah.
oh, that makes sense.
Per quarter, it's $25 or $50 from every transaction. It's
Yeah.
not a percent.
So this was important for the discussion this evening. These are the account balances. We have, okay, look at my mouse. Hey, hi, friends. You can sit at the table. Because I hurt my neck.
This was a big case.
We have 1,740,000 as of March 23rd in the bank.
Yes, so I did not update the account balances. They're the same as they were in March.
Right. Which includes 116 in affordable housing, which goes to the Beacon property tonight, and my request to transfer money into the affordable housing account. We'll start with the Beacon properties. Courtney, is that you? Beacon? You want to turn your mic on?
Yes, yeah, I'm working different platform than we used to. Yes. Hi.
So
Courtney Coswell
this
from Beacon.
is something we talked about a couple months ago. They're back, ready to ask for the appropriation. It's 200,000. The memorandum of understanding, as I understand, is about a loan, a 42-month loan, 42-year loan. Month. So here's the 42-year deferred payment. Can you explain that again for the public who might watch this and to the committee? How does that work?
Absolutely. So with, as I said last time, and just to restate, with the low-income housing tax credits that we intend to use for the treehouse renovation, deep energy retrofit and electrification, that is a program run by the IRS. And as part of that, we are required to set up an LLC, a for-profit single-purpose entity to own that. Currently, the Treehouse Foundation primary owner in that LLC, but still needs to be an LLC. And as such, it is kind of a challenge for us to take in grants. We would get a reduction, kind of would get taxed on it, and a reduction in how far that money would go to the project. So what we have been discussing at the previous meeting and some meetings between since then is we would like to request a 42-year deferred payment loan with 0% interest. So the funds would come into the project when we close on all the other funding, and there'd be no payment, and it would essentially be due at 42 years. The reason it's 42 years is that typically in affordable housing financing, a permanent loan is a 40-year term. And this goes out further than that, so that the mortgage lender doesn't have concerns that we could default on something before their debt ends. Here we actually won't have debt, but it's still kind of consistent with the rest of the way that we typically format low-income housing tax credit.
So, Jamie, has this been run by legal? All set, or do we need to do that?
We had a internal meeting with the mayor, planning director, treasurer, auditor, procurement,
That's a lot of people.
and everybody was on board that this was something we can do.
We
It's
can
fine.
do
It's legal under.
If Mike Owen
CPA.
says it's okay, it's okay with me. Does everybody understand this now? There's an advantage to doing this for you, I assume, rather than just get the 200,000. You're gonna get it as a loan and pay it back slowly.
They're not paying it.
It's not a,
No,
it's,
it's not payback.
It's no payback.
Deferred payback, correct. Okay, sorry.
The benefit is the structure. The loan structure allows us to take full advantage of the $200,000. Whereas otherwise we have tax and other implications to it.
I like this too. It adds approximately 18 years of affordability after the current restrictions expire in 2048. I don't think I'll be here there.
You might be.
I hope to not be working here then either.
Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I got one quick one with that. So if you come back in 20 years, would you do the same thing again? Would that still be so would you, then you would have two loans out, or is that how it would work? Deferred? I mean,
deal structures.
that's
So
my
we would,
only,
essentially, it's actually about every 15 years in low-income housing tax credits that you have another chance to get reinvestments. We would do another affordable housing restriction at that time. That would put it out another likely 42 years from that time period. And then we would normally subordinate the existing loan and kind of roll it into one. New loan going forward.
all right, that's okay.
Okay. So if I were to make this simple, this is an advantage, a tax advantage of the IRS in a sense with this.
Yes, given the IRS's, the fact that IRS governs a tax credit program, that makes it.
Okay. I think that's important for our counselors. They're not all CPAs, so like me. Any other questions? I have no problem with this. Jamie's gonna take 116 out of our current affordable housing, set aside and 83 out of the undesignated, which makes sense. You always should use what's in the set asides first.
Sure.
You've seen these, Jess, in your line of work?
Yeah, no, I
Happens a lot.
understand, I don't understand the weeds of her deal, but I understand why she's doing it. It has to do with depreciation for the equity folks. It's how their equity providers are asking for the modeling to work, I guess, so.
Okay. Then I'll take a motion to approve 200,000 to be used as a, how should we say this, deferred loan?
Deferred payment loan with 0% interest.
Motion to approve a
42.
$200,000 deferred payment loan with 0% interest.
I'll make that motion.
So
To approve
moved.
$200,000.
Second.
Second, okay. All in favor?
I,
I just realized something. When we get to the Old Town Lodging, we can't vote on it.
I know, I was thinking that we don't have enough
We have to
quorum.
text Scott, get him here. God. You have anybody's phone number to get them here? That's sad. People just tell me they can't come. I would have called them.
I can just send out an email to the group. That would be
That
helpful.
doesn't help. They don't read
Well-
emails.
Maybe,
You never know.
you never know.
All right, so, this will be going to the city council on June 7th. It'll be sent to finance committee, which I chair. Excuse me, and I'll set it for public hearing June 21st. You should be prepared, Courtney, to go to both of them. Okay?
Okay,
Let me try to give you the dates. I gotta look. June 21st is the full council public hearing. The finance committee meeting is June 14th, 1 week earlier, Wednesday night, 5:15.
June or July?
June. You said you'd get this to the June meeting.
June, sorry. I'm already at
Oh, this is
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.